Everybody, thanks for checking out the Chris Gethard Show podcast. That's really cool that you're checking this out.
We're about to do, I think, the dumbest show we've done in years.
His life would be trash! And you better believe I'm trashed.
We are scrappy trash people.
What's the point of this show? I just turned it on.
We've always been with this show.
We've always been trash people. We will always be trash people.
It's true.
This doesn't feel real.
Hello!
Live from my grandmother's basement. Neon hair!
Neon hair.
Neon! This is Electric Pussycat.
Electric Pussycat.
From Manic Panic. And I'm obsessed.
Stephen Premel asks, Emily, how do you keep killing it with the hair?
Manic Panic. That's how I keep killing it.
Scarlet
Fuck
Gray,
yeah!
the page master, says it looks amazing. Straine loves your neon hair.
Isn't it incredible? This
It's
is
so
the first
good.
time I've seen it in like
Light,
some
studio
sort of
lighting
light.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like a remotely black light.
That's
it's
true.
supposed to glow under
Yeah.
black light. So I do have plans
Yeah,
to
we
go
have to get
a-
some black light
the
bulbs.
club. We're going to a club. It's not a club.
It's not a club.
It's like a giant rave dance
Scarlet.
floor.
Scarlet colored her hair too.
Oh my goodness.
Touched up the roots.
What color, Scar? What color?
What color? What color?
Loving it. So yeah, welcome everyone to We
Yeah.
Are Trash People. I'm Emily Pineapple.
And I'm Forrest, keeper of the Canon.
And each week we do something somewhat related to the world of Planet Scum Live, the Chris Gethard-led comedy network. That's right.
That's right.
It's a Chris
Planet
Gethard
Scum.
joint.
It's not a Chris Gethard. Planet Scum is. This is not a Chris Gethard
No,
joint.
we talk about
Yeah.
something related to. And lately that has been trivia! Trivia about Planet Scum and trivia about comedy, because that's really what we're all here for. That's right. It's the comedy. Heck yes.
Scarlet Gray. Blonde.
Blonde.
And Stephen Premel
Love
wanted
it.
to go silver as a preteen. Get that Anderson Cooper look.
Heck yes.
Straine is excited for trivia.
Fuck yes. I'm hella excited as well.
If you want to play trivia, go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 105-5705 while we do something else first.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's right. We're going to tell you what's happening in your week. We are going to read the Planet Scum tarot cards. That's right.
That's
Designed by our
right.
very own Stephen Premel.
The Kahoot. Oh, wait, that's go to Kahoot.it or use the Kahoot app and enter room code 105-705, which is scrolling along the bottom of the screen right now.
5705.
105-705.
A lot of fives in there.
3 fives.
55705. All right, friends, we're going to pull these cards, and we're going to use the structure of the beautiful spread created by Ada. Ada,
Yeah.
our very own resident witch, who you have probably seen around. So, let's go, Scarlet. You are not.
You're not dumb, Scarlet. You are not dumb.
You are not dumb. You are the Kingpin.
The Kingpin.
That's right. This is what your Wednesday to Wednesday is going to look like. This is your snapshot of the week. And the Kingpin, you should never doubt him.
Never doubt the Kingpin.
Never doubt the Kingpin.
Never doubt the
Maybe
Kingpin.
doubt the blending on my eyes.
I think it looks good.
I wanted it to be more of like
Straine
a poppy
pointing out,
blue.
wasn't that the first card to come up last week
Yes.
too? And it was.
It was.
Which is interesting.
That is very interesting, especially because I promise you I did shuffle.
She did shuffle. I can confirm that Emily shuffled.
Not so interesting. The Kingpin is hoeing on water. It doesn't look like he should be able to make a garden grow. All these people, this whole city, he's looking out thinking, I could be doing anything. I could just take the easy way out and be a tugboat captain. But will he stop gardening this ocean? No,
No.
he will not.
Never.
Never doubt him.
Never doubt the Kingpin.
Here we got the worst case scenario for our week. We've got our disadvantages.
Bosser and the showrunner.
Now that's really interesting because
Yeah.
these are very positive cards.
Maybe this is a good week?
Maybe this is, I mean, it seems like this is going to be a good week, but I'm wondering if putting the Bosser card, so this is, of course, our secret sauce. This is our Jersey Dave. We don't know what it is, but we need it there. And I'm wondering if this is representing that you may not have your secret sauce this week. Maybe that's what you feel like you're missing. Everything is kind of off, and you're having trouble. You feel like... This is based off the moon, which is very interesting because it definitely flips the meaning of that card. The meaning of the moon in traditional, the Pixie Smith deck, is mystery. It's obfuscation. It's not really knowing what's here. Lindsay Premel.
Oh, hello, Lindsay
yes. Yo, I feel you. And that's why I'm wondering if the secret sauce is missing. This is a very excited, a very happy card. It's all sunshine, right? We've got Dave in the center. But how do we feel when we don't have our safety blanket? You know?
Can I venture that perhaps this is because... So, famously, at the end of the seminal film Space Jam, Michael's secret sauce, the Looney Tunes think that being given Michael's secret stuff is what lets them win. But really what lets them win is themselves, is the strength they draw from within. They think they're relying on an external power, but they can't.
No.
And Space Jam 2 is coming out Friday. So perhaps it's because Michael's not in Space Jam 2.
But everything is going to come together anyways. A project is going to be finished. Something is going to be complete. You may feel like you don't have everything you need, but it's still going to happen anyways. And that can be good or bad.
Scarlett with a question. Work stuff or everything?
See, this depends. What does it bring up for you? Because at least for me personally, it's bringing up creative projects.
Right, yeah.
It's making me think about how lately the thing that I have been struggling with is confidence. And feeling like things, like I'm not sure how, not just confidence in the like, I don't think I'm good enough, but actually it's good enough. It's in the sort of like, I know that I need to develop this premise, this idea, this writing. Like I know it can be better, but I'm not sure how to access that. I'm not sure how to work my material and never go to an open mic because that is another goal of my life.
To never go to an open mic?
To do an
as
open
a performer.
mic. As
to
a
never
performer.
have to do it, yeah.
Yes.
You love watching them.
I love watching them. I love watching them. They're hilarious. They're amazing.
They're great.
Often incredible. Often the cringiest and therefore incredible. But, right? Like, ugh. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put myself through that. So yeah, that's what I'm wondering if this means. Let's look at our best case scenarios for the week and see if that can shed any light.
Yeah.
We have our boons.
Boon!
Look at our boon.
Look at this boon.
Look at this boon right here.
What a boon.
Can you imagine this boon?
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing, and neither are you. Yo, your boon is Robbie fucking Hoffman in the center of your heart. And when I think of Robbie, I think of like, you know that she's right. This looks like the glow that sits inside of oneself that's like, okay, but you can do this though.
Yeah.
Like, but you can actually make things, you can be talented, you can achieve your goals. You know that you have it inside of you. It's faith. It's faith in yourself and faith in the people who give you advice. But I really see this as faith in yourself. And we end with
the facilitator.
The facilitator. That's so interesting. The best case scenario for the week, I suppose. It isn't, because the facilitator and bosser, right?
They feel related.
They feel related. And Kitty, come on. Go in front of the camera. Go in front of the camera. Will you do it? We're so close, everyone. Oh, cat face. Oh, and then he goes back. So that was the best case scenario. This cat. No, I think that's really interesting that it's like we end with the facilitator. The facilitator. Is the facilitator you? Have you decided maybe I'm not ready to put out my own thing. I need to help someone else. Or is it I need to ask for help? Mm-hmm. I don't have my own secret sauce. So I need to ask for help. And that's fine. And that's all an open mic fucking is. It's going out there and asking for help. Being like, laugh or don't. But provide to me the feedback I need on my work.
Interestingly, Straney says that yesterday they did improv IRL for the first time since March 2020.
Oh, and how did that go? Do you feel like you were rusty? Do you feel like you came into it with new perspectives after not doing it? Anything that you might have taken from your time doing things not online or online that brought it back, you know?
Interesting.
It was so much fun. My indie team practiced.
Yeah.
That's so much fun, too.
That's great.
That makes me think a lot of the facilitator.
Yeah.
It's a way of bringing people together in a way that isn't being a director. It isn't putting a thing together. It's playing with others, you know?
Yeah. I think that's a really good point. Yeah, some things were certainly rusty, but they did a lot of Zoom prov during the pandemic, so it was surreal doing it again. And that's absolutely interesting. And yeah, it's insightful, I think.
I think it's very interesting.
Stephen Premmel says that was an incredible reading. And you know
we have one last card. We have an advice card.
Oh, that's right. I always forget the advice card.
The game.
The game.
The game. We're all just playing the game, friends. We're all just playing the game. Life's going to throw a bunch of random shit at you.
It's true.
And sometimes you need to ask for help. And play with each other. I know, right?
Yeah.
True, but kind of depressing. Like, I wonder if this card is suggesting, like, hey, keep some perspective. Some things are going to work out. Some things aren't going to work out. Some people are going to help you. Some people are going to hurt you. Sometimes the person who helped you with one project is not the right person for another project.
That's
Sometimes someone who you've never worked with before or never thought you should work with is who you need. Sometimes you can refine the people with some improv games. Yeah. Reading.
What a reading. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And of course,
Stephen
we
Premmel
did have
says the
rabbi
cards have told him that you have to do an open mic.
I don't want to.
And it's telling Premmel to get his creative projects back in gear. And I think you should get your creative projects back in gear, Premmel.
Yes. I just don't think I want to.
Well, if you don't want to, that's different, you know? Like
it's just so much stress, you know? And then you have to go to a place.
Lindsay says, get in gear, Premmel.
Yeah, Premmel. Get in gear.
You know what? You all should get in gear to Kahoot. By you going to kahoot.ip or using the Kahoot app and entering game pin 105570. Just like the Page Master, Stephen Premmel, 1B, Straine, Doofus Clon, and Blogtoven already had. And you'll be able to play against our very own Emily Pineapple, who just joined.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome in.
Here's my question.
Sure.
If I enter random numbers, like if I enter a random 7-digit code, am I in someone else's Kahoot?
Yeah, you could join a random Kahoot, I think. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work.
I don't know why I want to do that.
I don't know, but I don't see why it wouldn't work, you know? Like, it feels like that would work. Yeah,
right?
Kahoot Bomb. OMG, that sounds fun.
Right?
I agree. We love chaos. That's why.
Yes.
It's because in the name of chaos.
Yes.
It would just be so good. So wonderful. Welcome, Darren Plays Bad. Welcome, Bootleg Bart. But I think Strain A and 1B BBR have a good point. So it would be very difficult to guess an active Kahoot code because there's so many number combinations. So you could, but it would be difficult. It would be an uphill battle
roulette.
To get. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you had like a machine that was just generating all the various combinations, but you're right. Also, the code length can vary. Oh. So it's a lot. Like, you could theoretically do it, but it would be difficult.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I'm going to try it later for sure.
It's not impossible. You can do it.
I am
If you set
absolutely
your
going
mind
to try.
to
I
it.
will report to all of you.
Good.
But let's get to our
Let's get
questions.
started
Yeah.
with Kahoot. So here we go in, what's that? 3, 2, 1. Here's question 1.
Question
Which is a
one.
multi-select on purpose, unlike some of our other ones. On the latest Saturday Not Live, Planet Scum screened Enchanted Pumice 2, Happy Murph Day, or Made to Order. Pick which of these were screened just last Saturday on Saturday Not Live.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got it right.
Most of you got it correct. Both Enchanted Pumice were screened in their entirety with a fun live introduction from Mary Houlihan.
Mary Houlihan.
Let's see who answered it quickest and is on the top of the leaderboard. It's Strainay with 1B in second, Stephen Premel in third, Doofus Klon in fourth, and Chaos Fadson in fifth.
I'm in 8th place. I am 30 points behind
I agree.
you. Darren plays bad.
Strainay, I knew
Proud
I
for you.
loved Enchanted Pumice, but seeing them again, it was just like, oh, these are so good.
Yeah.
And the Premels are celebrating their anniversary at the Oregon coast, which is
Aw.
a very fair reason to miss a show. And congratulations and happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy Oregon.
Happy Oregon, happy coast, happy anniversary. Happy question number 2 once Emily's done drinking. Happy question number 2. After Melly won the Planet Scum Bingo, who announced the game's second phase? Was that Chris Gethard, the Ex-Meister, Mr. Rude, or Bingo was his name? Oh. Who announced the current second phase of Planet Scum
The game
Bingo?
of bingo.
Yeah. Yeah, the second phase of Planet Scum Bingo. It was the X-Meister because the winner, whoever's going to be the second winner, has to get the X shape. X shape.
I need to look at our card.
Yeah, Premel loved the green answer.
Bingo
So let's
was his name.
see.
Oh!
The leaderboard. Stephen Premel loved it, but is down in 4th place. Bootleg Bart is in 2nd. Chaos Fadson in 3rd. Darren plays bad. Not playing so bad. Closing out the leaderboard in 5th place.
And I'm in 7th.
You're in
Coming
7th.
for you, Blogtoven. 20 points behind.
Let's go.
Catching up.
To question number 3.
Question number 3.
Talk about a happy ending. Which Happy Endings actor appeared on the George Lucas Talk Show and the Chris Gethard Show? Was that Adam Pally, Casey Wilson, Damon Wayans Jr., or Eliza Coupe? Happy Endings was, of course, an ABC sitcom that aired in the 2010s and was canceled before its time.
Oh, I got it
Everyone
right.
got it correct. It was, in fact, Adam Pally who appeared on Pretend It's a Wookiee, which was episode 26 of GLTS, and on the TCGS episode, Oops, We Got a Bunch of Exercise Equipment,
Oh, yeah.
which ended with the Geth Flex, where Shannon, like, waterboarded Chris.
Oh, my God.
But yeah,
yes.
Happy Endings was so good. One of the best sitcoms, Doofus Klon says, I agree. And a few weeks ago, Strainay got hit by a drink that was being thrown at Adam Pally. I remember when you mentioned that in the chat.
I love it. Right? I
Yes,
absolutely
yes, and he
remember-
was on with Rachel Ziegler, the future Snow White and star of West Side Story. Let's see the leaderboard, because all you got it correct, so it really depends on who got it fastest.
Exactly. I'm still in 7th place, but now I am 81 points
Okay.
behind Blogtoven.
Bootleg Bart up in second with the highest answer streak of 3 in a row, which means so far, Bootleg Bart has answered everything correct so far.
Damn.
And yeah, that was also the episode with the Beast Masturbator yelling about many things, including about how he was on the front lines for Sprite. Mm-hmm. But let's check. Question number 4, which is, what's that? A multi-select. Which of these performers were one of Del Close's students? Was Stephen Colbert a student of Del Close? Was Wavy Gravy? Was John Belushi? Was Amy Sedaris? It's a multi-select, so maybe multiple of them were. Alice is on the front lines for Pepsi Blue, which is very true. Seen here, of course, is a
Pepsi
folding
Blue.
chair, the eternal symbol of improv. All of them were.
I got it right.
Every
Oh, wow.
single one of them was taught by Del Close, which is wild.
It's so
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Like the idea that John Belushi and Colbert had the same teacher
He taught for a long
as
time.
Wavy Gravy. like Wavy Gravy, who ran the hog farm, which has been, and who has a big influence on Riley.
Yes.
So let's check our leaderboard. Premel. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm at the top.
Emily Pineapple surging up into first place.
It said I was on the podium. I did not expect to be in first place.
1B in second with the highest answer streak of 4 in a row. Bootleg Bart in third. Blogtoven in fourth. Chaos Fatson in fifth. Scarlet Gray learning that Wavy Gravy is a real person,
Yes.
which is a fair thing to not be sure about because
Right?
that is a silly alias.
Can you believe
And yes,
though,
that was when
these
Del Close was here.
multi-point answers?
Yeah.
These answers,
The multi-points.
they can bring you from
Yeah.
off of the 5-person
Yeah.
board to the top.
Yeah. Those multi-selects are complete chaos, which is why I
Right?
love them so much. Let's see if the next one's a multi-select too, should we? It is not. In 2018, which cast member of the Chris Gethard show ran for governor of New York?
Oh, no.
Was that Chris Gethard, Connor Ratliff, the Human Fish, or Vacation Jason?
Crap. I'm going to lose my first place.
Scene here is New York, the city that never sleeps. And
Damn
6 of
it.
you got it correct. It was, in fact, the Human Fish who faced off against Sex and the City alum Cynthia Nixon. But ultimately, Governor Andrew Cuomo ultimately won that election. Connor, why he ran for president in 2012, not for governor in 2018. Let's see what that did to the leaderboard. Emily Pineapple still in first,
I got
despite
it
not getting it
wrong.
right. But no one else got enough points to take your lead from you.
Oh, gosh.
1B in second, Blogtoven in third, Chaos Fatson in fourth, and Doofus Klon in fifth. 1B has a streak of 5 correct answers in a row.
I almost also put Connor and then was like, nah.
That was the trick.
Nah.
That was the trick.
I was like, did he do both?
No. He has very specifically never run for office after the 2012 run.
When is Connor not running from something?
Good question. Good question. You know what I think is also a good question?
What?
Question number 6. What was the first item P on Planet Scum Live?
Rhymony.
Was that a Star-Lord Instant Pot, a Rocket Raccoon trash can, a Groot toaster, or a working model of Star-Lord's blaster?
Oh, fuck. I think I definitely got it wrong.
Which
no,
of
wait.
these?
It's not the one. I thought it was a waffle maker. Yes, I got it right.
I think it's wrong. I think I got it wrong. It was a Groot waffle maker. I got it
That's what I
wrong.
was like, I
got
know
it
it's a
wrong.
Groot
I got it
something.
wrong. No, that was me getting it wrong.
Who gets the blue one? Who gets the blue one? Because that is the person
Well,
that deserves reparations.
I will say, you all got it. So
Right.
was it wrong?
I can't believe that I was like, I thought it was a waffle maker. Can you believe that my brain held on to that piece of information?
It was a Groot waffle maker. So I'm just going to go to the next question so we all forget about that one. What was the theme of the Mary Houlihan's painting party episode with Connor Ratliff, Griffin Newman, and Patrick Kottner? I did verify this one. Is it nature, space, Star Wars, or Star Trek? You are all correct, though it was a Groot waffle maker.
Fuck.
And
I don't know this
I
answer.
apologize. Thank you for calling me on that. 10 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, nature.
I got it totally wrong. I am the blue answer.
I'm very glad I didn't do my initial idea on that question of all the wrong answers also having Groot in it.
Because that would have just been awful. Oh my god.
Because that would have been so unguessable.
Oh my goodness.
I checked it for my mistakes last time, but not my mistakes this time.
Should I make waffles?
Sure.
Do we have the flour for waffles?
I don't know, but you're not in first place anymore.
Oh!
1B has taken first place, Blogtoven in second, Pineapple down in third, Chaos Fatson in fourth, Bootleg Bart in fifth. Waffles are delicious, says Alice. Straine says, yes, make waffles.
What about potatoes in waffles? Like, I mashed some potatoes. I have 2 waffle makers. I have the pour-in kind.
Yes.
And I have, like, one that you like.
Thank
and I
you,
haven't
Stephen
used that one
Premmel.
before.
I'm writing 40 trivia questions a week.
He's writing so many
I
trivia
do 40
questions.
trivia questions a week.
Can we talk about how we worked into the scheme of this show that I don't help with the questions?
I do 40 trivia questions a week.
I only
That is
help with
true,
20
Alice.
of them.
That is true. Yeah, it's true, Alice. It is a prison of my own making.
I helped.
You help with the other ones. That's true.
No, I helped build your prison.
Oh, yes, you did. Booking people is stressful.
It is so stressful. We never think about it. We'll like be really good one week, and then the next week we're like, it's tomorrow.
He does have a lax policy on cheating. Flugel's totally cool with cheating.
Cheating is an important part of the multiverse, honestly.
I think we got to move on to question number 8. I'm not going to do a segue. Here it is. Question 8. Before they joined Saturday Night Live, The Lonely Island created which web series? Was that the unauthorized Bash Brothers experience, The Boo, Space Olympics, or Incredibad? Seen here is a very lonely island. In a very desolate space. 4 of you got it correct. It is, in fact, The Boo, which also featured Scrubs' Sarah Chalk. And it was a parody of the OC, which ran for 8 episodes that were released once a month on Channel 101. And the final episode was a song making fun of the fact that they were too busy to make an episode of The Boo. And Sarah Chalk left after, like, the first episode, so just random...
Who did she play on Scrubs?
She was Elliot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so, like, random people just, like, played that role, including a puppet on one episode. And it was initially apparently, like, a show within a show about a cartoon squirrel. Like in the first episode, it's about the cartoon squirrel gets way more airtime, but then it just becomes the Boo.
Are you sure it's not Scantron, the squirrel?
It's a different squirrel. But Strain A loved the Boo. Alice Forever Cemetery's friend Elaine was very into this and kept trying to get her on board.
I've never seen any of them.
The secret, well, I won't tell you anything about it then. But it's on YouTube.
I love a spoiler.
Okay, you do. I don't want to spoil it for anyone else who's watching necessarily, but
like you.
Yeah, it is still on YouTube. It is still on YouTube.
You know I love
on the Lonely
spoilers.
Island channel, I'm pretty sure.
I live for spoilers.
When I watched it, it was on Channel 101's website. It was really hard to track down. You can also another fun fact. I don't know what all of these are actually things the Lonely Island
is fucking queen.
Thank you, Alice. All of these are things that they actually made. The unauthorized Bash Brothers experience was made way after and was their show about Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire, who were Oakland A's players. Space Olympics is a track on their album Incredibad, and Incredibad is their first album.
Space Olympics sounds like the next thing Jeff Bezos
Yeah, Bash Brothers was very recent, not in 2002. That was partially the hint that it was incorrect.
Space Olympics sounds like the thing Jeff Bezos' cryogenic head that can still talk will be judging in 20 years.
Bash Brothers was
Only
last year
20.
or 2019. Last year is kind of a blur. But also, fun fact, they're all from the Bay Area.
Battle athletes. Yeah, they are all from
they're all from the Bay Area, all from Berkeley.
The same place as Riley.
Yeah, and us. But not many people know that Space Olympics was an adaptation of 1990s anime Battle Athletes because it isn't true. Battle Athletes, by the way, had a tie-in with the Groot toaster that was in Patrick's box. So let's go to question. Let's see the leaderboard. 4, you got it correct. Pineapple, you got it correct?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you're in first place again.
I knew
Wow.
it was the Boo because we watched some YouTube videos about the OC.
Oh, right.
Because I prefer
you do have that
about
unfair
media
advantage
from my childhood that I did not consume when I was a child.
No.
So I watch YouTube videos about those things so that I can understand my cohort.
also, fun fact, I'm trying to make a document that is just a bank of comedy trivia questions, so I'm not racing to get them together and less likely to make those mistakes again. Alice Had a Meeting has the highest answer streak of 3 in a row correct. So let's go to our next question. Speaking of things from our childhood, which late night host went apple picking with Mr. T in a viral video from the year 2000?
The year 2000?
Conan O'Brien, David Letterman, Jay Leno, or Stephen Colbert. Seen here is an apple, the thing they picked. This was like a huge formative video for me as a child.
Do you know what I was watching in the year 2000?
Year 2000.
Star Trek.
In the original 2000.
series. And History Channel.
I was watching Late Night with Conan O'Brien already, and Letterman every night.
I would have never been allowed.
Scarlett was 6.
I got it right.
But 10 of you got it correct. It was.
I guessed,
it was
and I got it right.
It was also a big viral video, which is why I thought it might be guessable.
I was 10. I was not allowed on the computer at 10.
Very. I watched it on TV.
I wasn't allowed to watch TV willy-nilly at 10.
I was just watching I watched it on TV late at night. I mean, maybe it wasn't 2000. It might have been like 2002. But I'd seen that video.
Where you like remember your childhood and you're like, oh, my mom didn't do the best job. Maybe children shouldn't be kept.
Oh, Alice points out,
media.
please remember these feelings and come to her K-Scum show on August 13th, which is the year 2000 and nothing hurts.
I will know none of the songs.
2000. I loved Conan as a child. I loved talk shows so much as a kid.
I don't
watching.
Even know if I would have liked.
I started watching The Daily Show in like 5th grade.
Yes, Lindsay. You know what's crazy? I didn't watch Full House at 10. It wasn't until I was like 12 or 13 when like finally I got to watch more I was a good kid though. I wouldn't like sneak things. I would like get really guilty. So she didn't really have to monitor me. I would just be like, oh no, I'm not allowed to watch PBS.
My favorite shows as a 5th grader, which I bring up because Darren brings it up, were like Pokemon, Tech TV, and like The Daily Show.
Mine was Star Trek.
I also liked Star Trek. But let's see who is rising up that leaderboard. Oh, Bootleg Bart, now in 4th. Doofus Clown in 5th. Because Tech TV was here. It's like in San Francisco. And so Tech TV felt like a achievable thing to me because I could go see where they filmed it. And as a kid, I was like, well, that feels like that has to be the biggest hurdle. I was like, oh, people can live here and make TV? Cool.
I was watching whatever was on the Disney Channel also. What was on Disney in 2000?
Probably Famous Jet Jackson.
Oh, I loved the famous the famous Jet Jackson was my favorite because they
PBS.
talked about
I also
filming.
loved PBS.
I wasn't allowed.
PBS Kids. I loved Wishbone.
What? How? All of these people just allowed.
Sure, Star Wars Detours was not on Disney Channel in the year 2000. But Wishbone was so good. Brink and Lizzie McGuire were on Disney Channel in the year 2000.
Oh, I loved Brink,
and Kim Possible.
And I loved. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I loved Arthur too on PBS.
Yes.
Just like
I wasn't allowed to watch PBS. Why wasn't I allowed to watch PBS?
I don't know, but you are allowed to watch question number 10, which is what? A multi-select. So this could change things up. Robbie Hoffman has appeared on which of these Planet Scum shows? Who Wants 269 with Martin Urbano, Planet Scum Live, The George Lucas Talk Show, or Robbie Hoffman Consulting Group? Which of these has Robbie appeared on? And remember, if you get one wrong, none of your answers count.
You know what's great?
All of them.
Damn.
Yeah, Robbie appeared on all of them.
I only got 3 out of 4 correct.
Robbie appeared on Life Day on the George Lucas Talk Show. Of course, appeared on Robbie Hoffman Consulting Group. Was a contestant on Who Wants 269 with Martin Urbano. And has appeared multiple times on Planet Scum Live. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't remember them on GLTS. That was the one I got wrong too.
Yeah. I thought people wouldn't remember. Her connection was very bad. But it was during one of the charity streams. She was driving from somewhere to somewhere. Yeah, from the road. Yeah, exactly. Robbie called in from a truck. And so that was the fake out. And I wanted to see who would fall for it. But Blogtoven didn't. Blogtoven up into first place. Pineapple in second. 1B in third. Doofus Clown in fourth. Straine in fifth with a streak of 5 correct answers in a row.
Here's a question.
Sure.
If you had all of the money and all of the hiring abilities to remake any show that you loved from the year 2000 or like around the year 2000, what show would you choose to remake?
What would you do? Do you have an answer yet? Do you have an answer?
No, because I forgot all the shows. I would do Kim Possible. I would just keep doing Kim Possible. It was
Stephen
so
Premmel
good.
said Nowhere Man. Scarlet Gray, the page master, said Zoom. Ooh, Lindsay Premmel said Psych.
Ooh.
I do remember Zoom. And fun fact.
I don't remember Zoom.
You don't remember Zoom?
What's Zoom?
It was a PBS show. So that makes sense that you didn't remember. But
I
Taylor...
feel like I've asked my mother this. I'm like, why did you not allow me to watch PBS? And her answer was, of course I allowed you to watch PBS. I'm like, what are you talking about?
But Taylor Guerin, who was on Late Night with Judge Millie, was one of the kids on Zoom.
Yeah.
So that blew my mind. Straine was busy doing drugs and going to concerts, so didn't watch TV in the year 2000. Blogtoven says Venture Brothers, which is a very good answer. I think for me, it was,
Oh shit, Venture Bros.
Serious Dan was asking about that Lord of the Child Island. It was like Child Nation, where they put some children in
God,
a
I
Wild
remember
West
that.
town, and they got to build a country together.
I remember that so clearly.
Alice says Sports
my
Night,
God.
which is a good answer too. I remember Sports Night. I think I would say Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Ooh.
Because I would love to see Space
Y'all are
Ghost come
watching
back.
good ass shows.
Yeah.
In 2000. Fuck.
That's why I'm the way I am.
Ooh, I would do SpongeBob.
Kids Nation, yeah. Ooh, SpongeBob's a good
I love
answer.
SpongeBob. And it needs some more. Like, we need some more SpongeBob. I'm gonna be real.
Space Ghost was so good. Oh, I loved Space Ghost so much.
I never saw it.
Oh, we gotta watch some Space Ghost.
Cartoon Network.
I had one of the albums for Space Ghost, the musical Barbecue.
Ooh.
SpongeBob's still on, by the way. Too. Ooh, Phoebe.
Is it good?
Phil from the Future is a good answer.
Okay, so that kid was also in Smart House, and I did have a massive crush on him.
I like Phoebe Waller-Bridge's Sports Night.
Ooh.
That would be a great show.
Ooh, also Even Stevens.
Oh, Even Stevens, yeah. Samurai Jack.
Wow. Samurai Jack was something
that we should talk. We should talk, Premel. We should talk. The Brack album was so good. Yeah, Samurai Jack came back a few years ago, I believe.
Yes. Those are the things that I accidentally saw an episode of Samurai Jack. I did not realize I was doing something that was not allowed.
Because it was a cartoon?
Because it was a cartoon.
Oh, Primal is the new show from Genndy Tartakovsky, and is like there's no dialogue. It's like prehistoric action show. Dexter's Lab might be one for me too. I loved Dexter's Lab so much. So I think we should just... I want to keep doing this, but we have a lot of questions to get through, and less time.
We're at the halfway point.
We're at the halfway point.
Point for a question.
So question number 11 now. Which host of the Star Wars show joined George Watto and Patrick on the George Lucas Talk Show's after show? Was that Andy Gutierrez, Anthony Carboni, Peter Townley, who hasn't been seen since he went to the moon in the Star Wars show's holiday special, or Kristen Baver? Huh?
Him and Stalin.
Him and Stalin are on the moon. That's an in-joke to our other Twitch stream. 12. Everyone got it correct. It was Anthony Carboni.
So great.
He appeared in the after show of episode 15. I did. When we went to Star Wars Celebration Chicago, the Second City did a Star Wars themed improv show, and Anthony Carboni was the unannounced guest performer that night, and he popped out and killed it and was amazing and was so nice afterwards, chatting with everybody, and started a bit there that then graduated to the stage at Celebration Chicago and to the Star Wars show, where he had beef with Anthony Daniels, who played C-3PO, for making some comment that was very like...
He does seem so nice.
Yeah, he seems very sweet. He also had a fun podcast called We Have Concerns that was also very good. No, Anthony Carboni seems like a total gem. But yeah, I liked him. I like him a lot. Let's see the leaderboard, since all of you got it correct. I mean,
stationary.
He plays 3PO. Yeah, of course he is. But I don't know. I think that it was just a fun bit. Scarlet Gray refuses to see Star Wars at that point.
Isn't that the magician guy?
Which I think is very funny too.
It sounds very similar.
It does sound a lot like the Carbonaro effect.
Oh, I want pasta carbonara.
Which was Michael Carbonaro. Oh, and Avery Monson is also a magician, who is the magician guy who was on GLTS, who like hid in his couch and stuff and made his own bumper using practical effects and everything.
I don't remember this. I don't remember anything.
It was like deep into a charity stream.
I'm so excited to
also
watch all the things I loved over
something
again.
to bring up is, in case you haven't heard, every Sunday on the Discord,
Shh, it's a secret.
There's a secret.
It's a secret
rewatch of GLTS.
No, it's a secret rewatch of GLTS. So you're gonna want to go there.
It was the last regular GLTS where Avery Monson hid in his couch.
And you're gonna hit that link, and you're gonna watch with everyone. And sometimes Connor goes, and the other guys.
This was me speaking as a...
So, just...
Yeah, it's so secret that Connor and Patrick joined last week.
It's so secret.
This is me speaking as a weird trash person.
I want to make sure that it stays a secret.
He hid in his couch and called his wife into the room.
That's why I'm whispering.
It's whispering.
So it's a secret.
Anyway.
It's a secret.
Here's the next secret. Which TCGS cast member joined Riley to watch The Sweet House of Horrors? Murph Meyer and David Bluffbank, Chris Gethard, or The Master of Terror? That was on a Googie Morning episode recently. So pick your answer. Who is it? Was it? Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
oh, yeah, Serious Dan. 9, you got it correct. It was, in fact, David Bluffband, who was also there on that very episode. And thank you, A Serious Dan, for suggesting that Riley watch that movie, because The Sweet House of Horrors was quite an experience. So thank you so much, A Serious Dan. I loved that episode so much. That movie was so wild. Doofus Clon. That could be very fun.
Oh my gosh, right?
Question should have been about me, and then I'm the answer. That was my second mistake of this trivia. So in classic Forrest, Keeper of the Canon, when I mess up fashion, let's just go to the next question. Nope, let's just go to the next question.
Good job, Premel.
Good job, Premel. Good job, Premel. For some reason, the button that was supposed to move the slide forward was just bringing up A Serious Dan's question a lot. So that bit didn't work. But let's just go on to the next question anyway. Question number 13. A multi-select on purpose. Which of these true TV hosts have appeared on the George Lucas talk show? Adam Conover, Amy Sedaris, Chris Gethard, and Michael Carbonaro. Of the Carbonaro effect. Seen here is a television, which of course is what the TV in True TV stands for. It's True Television. Serious Dan says, whoa.
What is...
What is what?
I was just going to ask a really dumb question.
Okay, then don't.
I included Amy Sedaris, and that was where I fucked up.
Yes, Amy Sedaris has not been on. And just to clarify something, I sourced these who have appeared on the George Lucas Talk Show questions from the IMDb page for the George Lucas Talk Show.
So, if we're wrong, tell us.
Well, if we're wrong,
we can
yeah.
fix the IMDb.
If you have proof we're wrong,
just fix the
just
IMDb.
you submit the thing. I agree.
Right?
I would love it. I'm sad.
Right?
I'm sad that Amy Sedaris isn't the correct answer. Because Amy Sedaris would be incredible.
Imagine?
That's right. There are a lot of facts on that page. Also, the Wikipedia page for Kelleran Beck, Ahmed Best's character from Jedi Temple Challenge, cites the George Lucas Talk Show. Still. Let's see who is up on the leaderboard now. 1B up in the second, Strain A up into third, Pineapple down to fourth, Bootleg Barton fifth, but Blogtoven still in first. And Darren Plays Bad is the highest climber.
So bad.
Not playing so bad at all.
Huh.
I'd like to
imagine
to paraphrase
her
Sartre.
happy.
One must imagine Amy Sedaris happy, Alice. Not Sartre, Camus. To paraphrase Camus. Yeah, I think she lives a charmed life. Also,
Yeah.
sidebar.
Well, I mean, not
in some ways.
she.
In other ways,
I hope
no.
she's happy.
Her apartment is gorgeous. Also, she was one of my favorite Letterman guests as a kid. Because she would just go on and tell stories about her boyfriend who did not exist. She would just tell completely fictional stories about a non-existent boyfriend. And Dave would just go with it.
She was my favorite character from David Sedaris's essays.
Yes, she was a great character.
We
Yes,
had
her
to
ghost
read,
boyfriend.
Like, 3 of his books, and I was just like, this Amy character is my favorite.
I didn't read that. I did love Strangers with Candy with her and Colbert.
Oh.
But she's just so good. As is, I like to believe.
Eye contact to Amy Sedaris.
Amy, Strangers was so good, and Amy should be everyone's hero.
Right?
But you know what's funny? Our next question actually came up earlier in the chat today.
She was on Maria Bamford's show.
She was, I think. But which of these Planet Scum hosts... Sorry, the next question came up earlier. Which of these Planet Scum hosts was a cast member of the Chris Gethard show before it moved to M&N? Was that Robbie Hoffman, Millie Tamarez, Will Hines, or Patrick Cotner? Seen here is a theater, much like the one the Gethard show was put on at, which was the UCB Theater, which stands for Upright Citizens Brigade?
Oh, shit, to M&N. Oh, but I still got it right.
It was Will Hines. Him and Chris were rivals.
I
They had a
definitely
prank
read
war.
of it as True TV, and
No.
I'm like, so I know it's not Robbie because she came at True TV.
Well, what's funny is
Still
you would have
got it
been
right.
incorrect then. Because
Yeah.
Will was
I
on the
did still
panel a
got
few
it right.
times, but you got it right. But yeah, I think he did talk about that on an episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is very wild and honestly violent. That is very true.
Yes.
Some of the prank war with Will Hines and Gethard gets brutal, but it was Will Hines. Pineapple up into third, bootleg Bart up into fourth, and Darren Plays Bad has the highest answer streak of 7 in a row. Correct.
Ooh.
You know what's funny? Our next question actually came up earlier in the chat.
Oh, did it?
While he lived in San Francisco, Del Close was part of which comedy theater? Is that The Committee, The Compass Players, The Second City, or The Upright Citizens Brigade? Meaning,
In San Francisco.
in San Francisco, he was part of which comedy theater? He was part of some of these before he moved to San Francisco, and 60 of you got it correct. It was, in fact, The Committee, which was founded in 1963, and its alumni include Carl Gottlieb, who co-wrote the screenplay for Jaws.
I feel like I would have done terribly in one of his classes.
Fell
He
for
just
the
seemed
trick.
like it just would not have worked.
I'm very excited to learn more about it, though.
Yes.
I answered this wrong. There was a related question last week, too, so that was why I didn't do this as double points. That would have been wild, straight A.
Right.
One of those improv shows where they all did acid. That would have been
Right.
wild, but let's see who got it correct on the leaderboard.
But what about the one where they brought up a TV and they were like, everyone, like, we need to tell you we can't do this show tonight because the president is dead.
Was that them?
Yes.
Okay.
They were like, someone shot Bill Clinton.
That wasn't the committee.
That wasn't the
That was
committee?
UCB.
That was UCB?
The committee wasn't around in the Clinton administration.
I don't know that it was Clinton.
Okay. I think it was UCB.
Someone fact check me.
I
But I
think-
thought it happened in San Francisco because that sounds like a San
I
Francisco
think that was.
thing to
I'm
happen.
pretty sure that was UCB who did that.
Maybe it was Reagan.
Reagan what isn't late 60s either.
United Christian Broadcasters.
Yeah, I don't know. Wheeling out a TV in the 60s would have been more difficult because they were so big and heavy.
That's a good point.
I'm pretty sure that was like early UCB chaos.
I could be completely wrong.
But the committee definitely did things in that spirit.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure. Someone help.
We just need to
know.
reread Improv Nation.
Right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because I think I remember it getting mentioned like around the times of the ones where they like threw things off of buildings and all that. So I think it was UCB, but I'm not sure. But you know what I am sure?
What?
Oh, we have question number 16 coming up. Who is known as the creator of theater games, which are fundamental to the rise of improv? Is that Paul Sills, Del Close, Viola Spolin, or I Am Prov? Seen here as a theater. Doofus Clown says that sounds like an early Adam McKay bit, so honestly probably UCB. I think it actually might have been McKay.
Oh, it was one of those black TV carts.
It was Viola Spolin.
It very well may have been UCB.
And in addition to Viola Spolin creating theater games, which became the basis of long-form improv, her son was Second City founder Paul Sills, who also founded the Compass Players, which was a question that came up last week. She's just so cool. Let's check the leaderboard, huh? Oh, wow. Quite a bit of change.
back
Pineapple
on
up to
top.
first. Bootleg Bart up to second. Strain A up to third. Pineapple is making a comeback with 3 in a row. 1B. And Blogtoven, though, and many of you, I believe, can still win this game with
yeah.
4 questions.
Everyone's very
left.
close
It's
in
very
points.
close. It's very close.
Very close. We're all
Doofus Claw
17.
saying it's rigged and urging to stop the steal. A serious Dan also saying it's fixed.
This is the first one.
This is
that
the
I've
first time
ended
she's
up
been in first this long. Let's see if she gets the next question
It
correct
probably
as
is
well.
rigged.
Who built the dumpster featured in the TCGS episode One Man's Trash? Was that Compology, Waste Quip, Consolidated Fabricators, or Jersey Dave?
Okay, so I was like Jersey Dave, of course, but I'm thinking
Alice
that's
is
not a real answer.
right behind Scarlet, which is fine by Alice. Which is it? Is it Compology, Waste Quip? It is Jersey Dave.
Oh, I was right.
It wasn't a real dumpster. It just played one on TV. But Ave, you got that correct. Totally guessed this one. That was me being tricksy. Let's see who got it right on the leaderboard.
Me.
Pineapple held on to first, but 1B is now in second. Blogtoven in third. Bootleg Bart in fourth. Strain A in fifth. Pineapple has a streak of 4 correct answers in a row. Stephen Premmel remembers watching the BTS on that episode. I think they also revealed it or brought it up again in the early quarantine One Man's Trash rewatch. Metzley tried to answer on the Twitch screen. Wouldn't it be cool if that worked, though?
Right?
That would be so good.
Integration.
I would love that. Paul Giamatti. I don't know why I'm bringing him up. But let's go to question number 18. Which of these College Humor alum appeared on Mary Houlihan's painting party? Grant O'Brien, Ranka Shankar, Katie Maravich, or Adam Conover? Seen here is painting.
I'm pretty sure I know this.
The activity that is done on that show. Yeah, it's Ranka Shankar. And fun fact, before she was a cast member and writer at College Humor, Ranka was an assistant editor on The Chris Gethard Show. Jeff Bezos would love that integration, though. If you could answer directly on Twitch. Also, she's amazing in the Between Two Ferns movie as well.
Oh, yeah.
She's so good. Oh, she's just so talented.
She really is.
So let's check the leaderboard.
Ranka.
Blogtoven up in second, Bootleg Bart in third, but Pineapple is holding on to first for the first
I think I'm going to take it home.
time. Emily Pineapple
find out
thinks she's going to win this.
I think I'm going to win.
Let's see. Serious Dan raising doubts that this is a quiz show scenario. It is not rigged. She did not help me with any of these questions. We just have similar frames of reference. Because we live together. Bobby. That was very good. Dude was calling saying we need a quiz show investigation. I'll get to the bottom of it for sure. As we go to question number 19, which is a multi-select. Which of these comedians performed at Second City before joining the cast of Saturday Night Live? Is that Bill Murray, Tim Meadows, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, or Gilda Radner? Which of these performed at Second City? It was all of them.
Right. I did not
all
know.
of them did.
I absolutely guessed.
Let's see who got that correct. They are very confusing. Bootleg Bart into second, Blogtoven in third, Strain A in fourth, and 1B in fifth, and Pineapple has a streak of 6 correct answers in a row. Stephen Premmel keeps going super conservative on the multi-select.
Nah, selecting all of them has worked for me. Twice. So next week it's gonna fuck me over. But,
yes.
Julia Dreyfus.
Yes. Because it was brought up, Duvasclon asking, was JLD at Second City? These were all sourced from the Second City website on that question. And she studied, trained, and performed with the Second City when she was in college, when she was at Northwestern University. So she was very young, but I just wanted to clarify it because I did make an error, and I know this wasn't. I just double checked again on the Second City website. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense that Tim Meadows would have that background, given how much improv he still does post SNL for sure. So in that case, it's time for the final question. It's still very close.
Still very close.
Oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was a cast member briefly as well on Saturday Night Live. She was very young. She was very young for sure. But it's time for the final question. Let's see. Will Pineapple take it or will she lose it on this final question as I stall because our connection is currently unstable?
Why?
I have no idea. It just happens
Forrest.
sometimes. It's back. We're stable. I didn't want to give you an unfair advantage.
Oh.
Our connection is back as we go to the final question, which is double points Which comedian played the human fish's manager at Auntie Anne's on the Chris Gethard Show? Was that Carmen Christopher, David Bloveband, John Reynolds, or Gary Richardson? This was a single episode, a single sketch on a single episode of the Chris Gethard Show. That's why it's a double points one. It's a hard one. Let's see who gets it correct. It was John Reynolds.
I did it!
As the character Lawrence, he forced the human fish to choose between working at Auntie Anne's and being part of the cast of the Chris Gethard Show. Emily Pineapple says she did it.
I did it!
But, of course, the quicker you answer, the higher you score. So let's see if she really did by going to the podium in third place with 13 out of 20 correct. It's 1B. In second place with 13 out of 20 correct, it's Strain A. And in first place with 16 out of 20 correct, it is Pineapple! And Bootleg Bart in fourth, and Blogtoven in fifth. For the first time, Emily Pineapple is today's comedy trivia. Emily, whatever Rafe Fiennes' character in Quiz Show was called, Pineapple is a very good reference. Straight A loves seeing his name dance. So thank you all for playing.
Thank you all so much for
I swear the
playing.
fix wasn't in.
The fix wasn't in?
Yeah, no, it wasn't rigged.
Oh.
At least it wasn't intentionally rigged, at any rate. You have an unfair advantage of living with me.
Absolutely.
But I did. It's so funny because I put more of an effort this week to not ask you about any of the trivia questions.
That's true.
And it's annoying because if I had, I wouldn't have gotten that Groot question messed up.
I also
Thank you, Premel.
might have gotten more wrong.
If I had asked you about them?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like it's something my brain would do, right?
I just need to start bringing up red herring questions throughout the week to throw you off.
You did ask me or tell me something about Richard Pryor today that I do not remember.
It did not come up in trivia.
No.
It was that Richard Pryor was apparently a really big animal rights advocate. Oh, Serious Dan says, good job, guys. I was just going to pop in for a minute because I was supposed to be doing something else, but you stuck around. Thank you for sticking around to Serious Dan. It was great to see you.
Yeah.
And thank you again for recommending
Yes.
Sweet House of Horrors on that Googie Morning episode because that was very fun. Stephen Prummer remembered seeing Richard Pryor doing a matchstick bit. Oh, thank you, Serious Dan, for saying we're great. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
But that's the show.
That's the show.
It's an hour until Planet Scum Live returns after taking last week's week off for the Murph Meyer Self-Medicated Special.
And after that show, join us for the after party. This Friday, join us for fucking crazy trivia.
This is the reason I do 40 questions a week. Because there's 20 questions there as well on Grand Trivia this Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, RadioFreeMultiverse.com.
But mostly, tonight. Watch Planet Scum Live.
Planet Scum Live.
It's going to be fucking amazing.
Is there?
There's
a secret announcement tonight?
Special secret announcement?
I hadn't heard anything. Good to know. Well, interesting. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay.
I think I'm going to make mashed potatoes. A super special announcement? I don't know if I have any mashed potatoes or potatoes. Huh?